Other carriers may or may not recognize ABN forms, and careful research is needed to determine the use outside of Medicare. In some instances, health plan contracts may have a hold harmless clause found within the language that prohibits the billing to the patient for anything other than the copays or deductibles. So what exactly is an ABN? An ABN, or Advanced Beneficiary Notice, is a standardized form that explains to the patient why Medicare may deny the particular service or procedure. Additionally, an ABN protects the provider's financial interest by creating a paper trail that CMS requires before a provider can bill the patient for payment if Medicare denies coverage for the stated service or procedure. Here's a snapshot of what an ABN looks like. Providers are responsible for obtaining an ABN prior to providing the service or item to a beneficiary. The form must be filled out in its entirety, as well as the cost to the patient and the reason why Medicare may deny the service. Only the approved form CMS R131 is valid, and the forms may not be altered in any way other than to put the practice information in the header area. Coders will not be responsible for obtaining these forms. However, you will need to know when an ABN is required and what to look for when reviewing one. The Office of the Inspector General, or OIG, acknowledges that patient care is and should be the first priority of a physician's practice. However, a practice's focus on patient care can be enhanced by the adoption of a voluntary compliance program. A voluntary compliance program provides physician practices with many benefits, including faster and more accurate payment of claims, diminished change of payer audits, and sending a signal to the employees that compliance is a priority. Although a compliance plan is currently voluntary, the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act of 2010 will require that physicians who treat Medicare and Medicaid beneficiaries establish a compliance plan. The effective date will be set by future legislation.